Right. Stream might be a bit better. Right. Two seconds, guys. 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Don't know why loads of people being invited. So many people join now and I can get on with it. Let me get the card up on my phone. So guys, I'm gonna get on with the stream while people join in, so I'm gonna be talking about the card. We'll be talking about the card from yesterday, Sky pay-per-view card. I'm gonna go through it and summarize this. So Alan Babbitt's fight, I missed the stoppage because I had to go on the YouTube stream and the stream didn't start till after he got knocked out. So I did see a little bit of a knockout on the Matchroom Instagram thing. So yeah, but it's quite a poor. Well, no, I didn't see much, so I couldn't comment there. Dalton Smith, we're gonna skip on most important, least important here, I suppose. Dalton Smith had a good performance over Rivas. I think he only got stopped like 3 or 4 times. He's obviously a journeyman, but to stop someone who doesn't usually get stopped is good, so, you know. Fabio Wardley against Struns, it was quite a good fight, that was. I think he got clipped a bit too much. For me, he kept leaving himself for a bunch of shots. So he's got to watch as he goes through his career, because like even domestic level fighters like Gorman, Dubois, things like that, they would clip him. And the guy Barney, when's my next fight? I don't know, but I was supposed to have one 31st of May, but didn't happen. So I don't know. Probably gonna try and see if I get one towards the end of the year. Like, I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind fighting Ben again, but like 10-ounce gloves, so there's more chance of someone getting knocked out. I just like the realism of it, so, you know, if I could fight with 10-ounce gloves, be realistic or that, and it would be sick. but I don't like go gym with last to it, so we'd have to do in some randy place like. But if not for a rematch, I don't mind anyone. Bollocks. Yeah, I wouldn't mind an amateur fight, but cheers, man. I think like they won't let me fight amateurs because they've only been a year, and they usually say go from 1 to 2 years before starting. So yeah, so yeah, but going back to the Dillian Whyte pay-per-view card, Fabio Wardley is getting tagged way too much, and when you go up, nice, I'm not even concentrating. When you go up levels of fighters, I'm telling you, the domestic level guys will have him, and they will tag him and hurt him, because it's heavyweight, so yeah. Next fight I want to talk about is Charlie Duffield and Dan Aziz. It's a good fight, there's two area level fighters. Dan Aziz prospect versus Charlie. Dan Aziz was 8 in overtime. Yeah, and Charlie Duffield was 6-1, 7-1, 7. Good fight. Charlie Duffield looks like to be. I don't know. I can't compare with the Dave Allen style, of course, no, but he seems to be like Dave Allen in the way that he seems to lose his fights like every now and then, but he's got a huge chin and he takes too much for his own good, so Dan Aziz and Charlie Duffield is one of those things where like you're two fighters with winning records, and they're both young, so yeah, he's a Mark Tibbs trained fighter, but yeah, quite good fight to be honest, I thought. Fight after hours of Coley and what's the guy's name? No, it wasn't. It was an Argentinian guy. Anyway, he was 9-2. I was disappointed because whenever the guy with a winning record come out signing up for a fight, that's like, you know, he's got like, he signed a fight a week before a fight. So when you like don't have a training camp and you come into a fight with not much preparation, the guy who's hard punching, like that's the only reason why I can reason for his performance, but except for that, you got a guy with a winning record coming in just to survive, and it's very disappointing. The matchmaking for was quite poor, but like Jack Massey pulling out of the British Commonwealth fight was probably disappointing for Coley. Like Coley's still learning, you know, he's nowhere near perfected. So yeah, he will fight Ivan Ngarbu. I think that's his name, Ngarbu or something. Nice one, mate. Iva's Ngarbu, so one European champ, and then cruiserweights, all European champs is. All the European level fighters are pretty much world level. You have Gassiev, you have Maris Bridas, those guys in the World Boxing Super Series, they're all Europeans. So European cruiserweights. I remember you used to have Masternak. He fought Tony Bellew for the European cruiserweights. So all the Europeans are quite good. The domestic scene on the cruiserweight level is brilliant. You have 6-7 decent fighters, like Richard Viakov and stuff, which I'll be talking about in 5 minutes. But you got loads of great. You got Luke Watkins, I think, with age he'd improve. Isaac Chamberlain, I don't know, I think he's on promotional issues because he hasn't had a fight since Luke Watkins the end of last year. So, you know, Coley obviously Victor Yakov, Billum Smith. Billum Smith's a good fighter, he's got a hell of a chin, so props to him for his performance. Showed toughness. Yeah, he did get dropped, but like, you test your conditioning as well, you get battered for 30 minutes, 10 rounds, and you gotta be tough to get battered 10 rounds. He did get battered from the last couple of rounds because when he started getting tired, that was purely the physicality of Ryakov. He's so strong, he's like 6'4", 6'5". Similar build to a Coley. Coley's a bit skinnier. But yeah. Going on to Richard's fight now, Ryakov. Cracking fight with Bill himself. I thought it was underrated. People were saying it was like it took a while for a fight to warm up, but I think the amount of action that we got from mid to late rounds was enough to make up for those first 2 or 3 rounds. Was constant clinching. Like, it was constant clinching, but as soon as Billum Smith knew the strength of Ryakov, he didn't want to clinch and he wanted to try and box from the outside. Which is hard against Ryakov because he's got long arms, so he's just going to stick a jab in your face, or like, you know, all evening. So it was a brilliant fight, I thought, and personally I had a 96-93 to Ryakov. I was quite shocked with a split decision call, but, you know, it's alright. You then got Derek Chisora fighting Artur Szpilka. Artur Szpilka came in quite heavy for him. I mean, Derek Chisora came in quite heavy. Was he 18 stone 5, so 257. With David A, they've got a new nutritional scheme. He does lift more weight, so he's gonna break down the muscle fibers and stuff to automatically get more muscle. He's lost body fat but put on muscle, which I don't think is to his detriment. He's increased his punch power. He's still the same. He never was a quick heavyweight, but he's just had the punch power, and he's still got a little bit of snap in his punches, not too much, but you know. Excuse me, guys. Let me try and can't turn my mic off for these bloody GTA sessions. People can hear me talking. Good performance. I liked the way in the first round he had controlled aggression. He didn't go full out, but he's trying to suss out the jab. He sussed out the jab and he's banged him out in the second round. Good knockout, even over a decent opponent, 22-3 in Artur Szpilka. He got knocked out by Brian Jennings in the 10th. Was it the 10th? It was late. He got knocked out by Deontay Wilder in a fight he was winning. And he got knocked out by Kanaki in the 3rd or 4th, so yeah. Sorry guys, it's hard to talk. With Dave Allen and David Price, it's hard for me to talk about this without being biased, so I'm going to try and talk about being biased. Dave Allen came into this with I didn't think he took it serious in the first round. He could put his hands down, but I don't know whether he'd done it like that. Anyways, this French person sitting in my lobby to my head in. So Dave Allen, Dave Price. It's hard for me to talk about his work bias. But I'm gonna go. He thought he looked lethargic. I didn't think he took it serious. He had his hands down against a dangerous puncher in Dave Price. I was more worried about him fighting than I am in my fight. Because he does take punishment in every fight. Well, David Price completely outboxed him and he done the right game plan. He didn't want to get into a scrap because if he got into a scrap, Dave Allen would have won. Before I talk about the rest of the fight, can I just say, I don't know what the hell Eddie Earn's doing. Because if he'd won that fight, he would have chucked Dave Allen with Povetkin, and Povetkin would have just battered him all fight. Povetkin's a very good fighter. He gave Anthony Joshua problems in the first 6 rounds before he got knocked out in 7th. So yeah. I don't understand the matchmaking there. Yeah, he got completely outboxed. David Price was sticking the jab in his face constantly. I mean, he did have a 7-inch reach advantage and he was 6 inches and like bigger than him. Because I don't think Dave Allen's 6'3", he's like 6'2". I know it's not much of a difference, but I'm saying I'm probably gonna drive to the north of the map. So just passing time while I talk. Yeah, he just kept sticking jab in his face, and whenever he felt like he would press him a bit, because sometimes he wouldn't switch off, but Dave Allen would try and take the control, and then he'd put the combinations in, and once Dave Allen felt the power, he just went into sparring partner mode. And that's like not what you should be doing in these big fights. I always felt worried for Dave Allen's fight as it was a title fight, and whenever he's in title fights, he does crap. Yeah, it was a very poor performance. He went in spar partner mode, he just took punches, he didn't throw much back. Though, if I was to, when I saw his hand and speed, because he did let 1 or 2 combinations go in the first and second round. Well, I think what the hell is the quickest I've seen Dave Allen in ages. Now I don't know if it's because he's a naturally smaller man, so he makes Dave Price look slow and Dave Price makes him look quick. But yeah, he's very quick. I don't understand why he's more of it. As soon as he felt the power, he didn't want to know much more. Really. See, it's hard for me to talk about being biased, so I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. I didn't think he quit. I just think... I don't know if I would, I probably wouldn't, but when you got a broken cheekbone and you're struggling to see, I don't know if anyone could carry on in that state. Yeah, so it was quite a brute. It wasn't fast paced at all. It suited David. David Price. That way that the pace, and I think he got rid of his mental block. He always had this mental block. He always thought he wasn't fit enough to do stuff. He proved himself, he's fit enough. He just got to get himself in the right state of mind to do it. And you got to commend that, you know, it was quite a good performance from David Price. Yeah, very poor from Dave Allen. Apparently using a bar in a hotel bar, 2 o'clock in the morning. And come on, you can't be doing that when you're fighting this stage. And I think Eddie is going to run out of patience. Because Ed just always says Sky lick Dave Allen's ass. All they're doing is just giving him paydays, really, just for him to... Money is Dave Allen's motivation, and it's not money. If you got money as your motivation in boxing, it's quite simple, you're not going to get far. You need to have a champion mindset where you want to become champion. It's not all about money. And all he did is he wanted to get money, he wanted to try, the money was a motivation, he just wanted to get wins and hopefully have a shot. have a top 5, top 10 to get a payday. That's simply not enough. And when you're in a bar past 2 in the morning, I presume he's drinking, you gotta get that sleep quality in training, because if you don't have sleep quality, you're not gonna succeed. And it's quite unprofessional, I think, if he does that. So, you know, it sounds really harsh, but it's true at the end of the day. So, I try not, that's me trying not to be biased. Where's David Price going to go from here? People saying he's going to have a rematch with Povetkin. Could, but I don't think, for his mental, mentally, I'd probably give him another fight on a similar level to Dave Allen. And very wise boxing, he used his amateur experience to,
Hi there!
To, dictate the fight. And fair play to Dave Allen, he did say this fight is going to rely on what David Price does. Did stick a jab in his face and he's not going to get past. But he did get in range loads of times as well, he just did not let his hands go. When he did let his hands go, he'd fall into the clinch. It wasn't David Price initiating clinch, which I think this guy done well to point that out, you know. You know, so that's that fight really. I don't know what David Price is gonna go. I wouldn't put him in an hard fight unless he wants a payday. But I can see him having a payday because he got 6 losses. He's not frightened of losing again. He may as well just go for it, you know, against a tough opponent. Dave Allen's looking for retirement now. I'm a huge fan of Dave Allen. Well, more of a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of him as a person. That's why he's my favourite boxer. He's so relatable. You know, he's had his problems in life, and it's relatable. So I like him as a person. He's really down to earth and stuff. So yeah, that's why he's my favourite fighter. But you know, at the end of the day, I gotta be critical. I gotta be objective, and you weren't good enough. What have I done? Nice. So I think he should retire on his health, to be honest. Just one and best for him. I don't think he wants to have a wife and kids. I wouldn't want his kids to, like, because being punched, drunk and slurring your words is an horrible thing. So yeah, I think he should retire. I wouldn't blame him for retiring. But I hope he's okay. I know he's had his scan, I know he's up to the hospital. But I think he should call it a day now. Because he's not on the level, he's below, he's on domestic level. Like David Price, I'd say, probably is fringe European, maybe less of fringe European, so, you know. Main event, Dillian Whyte and... Did I mention the Coley's fight? Yeah, I did. Dillian Whyte's fight, brilliant fight. Tension throughout there. I thought he boxed very well, double jab in Rivas' face and he couldn't get past it. For Rivas, technically he's very, very excellent. In the first round, I believe the only 2 rounds he took was first round and the knockdown round. Don't think he took any else. I had a 117, 110, to be honest. I was surprised. It was a competitive fight, but at the same time he went scoring enough. So that's the way I see it. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say. It wasn't much to talk about here. The knockdown was legit. Apparently crossed his feet when he got knocked down. He knows what happens, but he didn't look to it. He had his head with him. So yeah, it was a very excellent fight. I thought Rivas. I think Rivas doesn't. If Rivas had more experience at top level, I think he would have won. But Brian Jennings is on the level of Dillian Whyte. Brian Jennings isn't even fringeable level anymore. Even though you have George Ice an excellent fight. Which I scored 116, 111 I think. So yeah. Where's Whyte gonna go from here? He probably is gonna get an easy touch in November, December. But if he gets an easy touch, I don't know if it's gonna be on pay-per-view. Because Dillian Whyte, when it's on pay-per-view, he needs a decent fighter with him. So I don't know if he's gonna get another pay-per-view fight in November, December, or if it's just gonna be a main. But I think knowing him, he'll take another tough fight. Because and that's what people like him, and that's what I like about him. He's got to set the balls, you know. He's not one of those that tries to keep a record protected like Wilder and Fury. People say, oh yeah, Wilder and Fury fought each other. Well yeah, they did, but except for that, both records are quite padded, to be honest. I mean, yeah, Fury fought Klitschko. The only two people he's fought is Klitschko and Wilder. Apart from Tom Schwartz is on his European level. That's being generous. You can't blame the easy fights for his comeback, but his two legit fights have been Tom Schwartz and Wilder. The other two are understandable. Wilder, as we know, he's only fought Ortiz, and don't forget, nobody knows Ortiz's actual age. It's like, they say he's 40, but apparently he's like older now. So, and don't forget, he takes blood pressure medication, so he's not 100% fit, is he? So yeah, I think that look at everyone in the card, and Fabio Wardley needs another one of those fights where he does have to go a few rounds. But he's gonna have another one of those fights that's gonna keep him tough. It's gonna be a tough fight, which I don't blame. Lonzo Corey's probably gonna go and have a European title. Vyakov. I think Vyakov may have another couple of fights. Or he's gonna wait for. He's gonna wait for Corey to vacate British title. Or he might go for Commonwealth title. Because Corey hasn't vacated the Commonwealth, has he? So maybe Sky haven't got a good card now till, well, I don't know, because they go Luke Campbell and Vasily Lomachenko. That you know, I don't think it's worth pay-per-view on Sky. I think they should have done it in America and showed at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm probably gonna pay for it anyway. Yeah. Don't know what Dilly White will go next. Rivas could probably have another fight on Sky. They might sign him for the zone. I won't be surprised. If they do, then you give me a colder beer. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to talk about Fight. Obviously it's the first boxing related video I've done for like 2 months since Anthony Joshua lost to Rivas, which I kinda did rip into him a bit much now. But see, that's what Dillian White's got Anthony Joshua hasn't got. He's got set the balls. Like, he got knocked down, he got back up. And he's got more intelligence than Anthony Joshua. Like, Anthony Joshua loves a tear up. And he don't know how to keep himself out of it, whereas Dillian White can have a tear, then go back to a jab when he feels like it's not going too successful. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say is stream, guys. Probably nobody coming in the stream now, to be honest. I think I've had my success in the stream, as far as views and that's gone. Monaco Grand Prix will be out probably tomorrow, Tuesday. I got to edit in. What I mean by edit is, guys, it's gonna be qualifying edited, the race is non-edited. Still got a race to do with done qualifying. So yeah, pretty much, guys. That's all I gotta say. I'll see what I can do in terms of making another fight for the YouTube channel. I think I just got, if I want amateur fight, I just gotta keep going. Training, I suppose, which I don't do much. Weight wise, I'm still right to my weight. You know, I was 9 stone 6 when I fought Ben, I'm 9 stone 12 now, 10 stone. Depends when I weigh, really. In the morning I'm 10 stone 12. No, 9 stone 12. So, if anyone watches this, guys, and you're between 9 and 10 stone, I don't mind. You know, just ask me, like, and it'll happen. Pretty much. There's nothing much else to say. So I hope you've enjoyed this stream, and yeah, peace.